Hey guys, welcome to this session. And in this video, I'm going to be doing something kind of a bit different from what I've been doing traditionally. And what I'm going to be doing in this video is that I'm going to be comparing C++ and Python for machine learning. Now, basically, there has been a lot of people in my community and a lot of people who I do know that has tried to compare which is the best language for you to get started with machine learning. Like, should you go for C++ or should you go for C? Or should you go for Python? And in this video, I'm going to be telling you one of what you need to have in mind, particularly if you're thinking about navigating essentially any web, maybe any language to get started with machine learning. So machine learning is all about enabling that you have the computer learn patterns, unravel insights and all of that. So, of course, I'm going to be talking to you about some of the languages that are definitely going to be important in the next couple of minutes. Now, what I'm going to be doing right now is just like I talked about, this is going to be C versus C plus plus versus Python, all right, for machine learning. So we're going to just talk about like slightly which language should you choose and which of them can actually really feel overwhelming. So this kind of a guideline that is going to break down some of the key differences between C plus plus and Python because both of them are very two powerful languages and they have their own strengths and you know kind of uniqueness that comes with it. Now, whenever we talk about C++, it's a kind of a low-level language that is built for raw performance. And it's kind of finely grained with, hardware control. So a lot of people that actually program in C++ or C, which is the family from where C++ was born, you have kind of more access to the computer's hardware because you are, allocating memory, using pointers and all of that, malloc and all of that. So, but it kind of might be a bit tedious than with syntax, but I won't really see so much about that now, or maybe probably if we see the next slide. But for Python, Python is one that is very simple and is a high-level language. It is, celebrated for its readable syntax and rapid development cycle. Now, one of the reasons why we prefer Python for machine learning whenever it comes to machine learning is that, remember, machine learning is more about, enabling to see that the computer learns from patterns and, kind of unravel insights such that even if you want to perform some kind of prediction with this, you can always basically plug in the features and then have the computer make that prediction. So guys, it's nothing really to worry about because so many people have their own opinion, why should you start with C++ plus plus or Python? But I'm going to tell you which of them, which is definitely going to be really better for you. All right. So Python is something that is really used in AI and machine learning. And for some kind of good reason, it's clean, human, readable syntax. It means that beginners are definitely going to spend less time deciphering code and, kind of more time solving real problems. And, from kind of data wrangling to training neural network, it kind of has, a tool for every step. There's something we used to call Python, we used to call Python a wrapper. We call it a wrapper. So it means that almost everything you're going to write in Python, definitely you have to import the module or library and kind of use the methods and all of that to, create your, just perform whichever magic you want to perform, right? So it has libraries like NumPy and Pandas, particularly what we use for numerical computing and data manipulation, right? So the foundation of machine learning is around NumPy and Pandas. So it also has TensorFlow and PyTorch, which is kind of an industry, leading library that we use for deep learning projects. Now, in terms of faster development, Python shows really a lot of potential there because the fact that it's kind of very readable, it has a very readable syntax means that it's easier for you to get up and running, right? because of the same concise syntax and it's kind of dramatically that was definitely dramatically going to shorten your syntax. So you might want to choose Python for your machine learning programming journey. Of course, who knows? Is that going to be better? You're definitely going to get your models out in a jiffy. And again, it has a very strong community. Python has a very massive, strong community in the sense that a lot of people are Python developers. So there are so many functions, methods, classes, objects, libraries. You know, there's something somebody used to say that every second, somebody releases, kind of a Python library and all of that. So that is one of the reasons why we usually prefer it for machine learning, because if you want to actually optimize any tasks, or maybe you want to use Beautiful Soup, ScriptPy, any kind of HTML parser, or you want to perform some kind of data manipulation, data science, scientific computing, and all of that, it has a very strong community that is definitely going to give you the methods that you want. So that's why Python is the number one language a lot of people use in AI today, and kind of really nice for beginners because of that friendly syntax. You don't want something that is really very robust. Now, but one of the reasons why C++ is very useful is that in machine learning is that it is very, 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 very responsive. It has high speed. Python is so slow. It's so slow. Like it is so slow, and it has a very tight hardware integration as required. Because when you look at C++, it's often the language of choice, right? So interestingly, many of these Python libraries that we are even talking about, like PyTorch, TensorFlow, most of them are built on top of C++. Even NumPy is running on C. So C is also a family of C++. So you can now see that most of the libraries that we are using in Python are powered on by C++ under the hood. So that's why Python is simply the friendly interface on top of it. So where does C++ excel in terms of game engines? Maybe you need real-time rendering and physics simulation, demand, maybe some of this is demand like some kind of multi-second level performance that C++ delivers. Or maybe you're into robotics, robots need to react instantly to sensor data, and C++ enables, that low latency control loops that can make this thing possible. Or maybe you're looking towards building real-time systems, right? Like autonomous vehicles, embedded devices, financial trading systems. Most of these all rely on C++ for predictable, high-speed execution. So the big insight here is that libraries like TensorFlow, like I said, NumPy, PyTorch are written in C++ for performance. So, but they are exposed through Python, right, for ease and use. So you get the best, of both worlds without writing a single line of C++ as a beginner. So what I usually advise people is that if you want to learn machine learning, if you want to, or if you want to know machine learning, you want to kind of have knowledge of it, then of course you need to go through Python. But if you want to understand machine learning, then C++ definitely and C is going to give you how things are actually working from scratch. So anytime you're looking for speed, optimization, low latency control, of course, why not go for C++? Learn how to build everything from scratch. And if you are trying to start maybe machine learning journey and you're not even coming from programming background, of course, Python is your thing. And I hope this actually really makes a lot of sense, because so many people might say, oh, I want to go with C, I want to go with Python, or I want to go with C++ and all of that. But I just hope this puts everything to bed, because you just want to have clarity on the particular language that you're going with. Like I said, Python gives you simplicity, but C++ offers you performance. It gives you some kind of high performance and makes your machine learning journey very outstanding. I am sure you really actually enjoyed this video. Of course, you know what to do. Drop a prayer, just like, subscribe, and see you on the next one. Happy programming. Bye-bye.